Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Chanel, the owner of 3 Balls Handmade Soaps and More, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how I achieved this gorgeous color using olive oil infused rhubarb root powder. As always, this right here is just everything that I will be using in today's video, and if I forget anything, it will be inserted later. Alright, so right here, after I cleaned out my jars and everything, wiped everything down, I am pretty much just showing you guys what this powder looks like. And I am going to just dump 2 tablespoons right into this container that I have. And you guys, if you hear this noise in the background, I decided to sit outside today to do this voiceover. I'm probably going to regret it, but it was a nice day out and I wanted to come out here. But anyway, back to the video. So I put the 2 tablespoons in there. Right here I'm pretty much just wiping up my mess, try not to make a mess like I did, but I'm gonna get that all wiped up, and then I'm going to add in my olive oil. You can use whatever oil you choose, whatever, like carrier oil. I just choose to do olive oil. So once I fill that up, and I put 16 ounces in this jar. This is like a 32-ounce jar. So once I fill it up, I give it a little shake, twirl it around just a little bit, and then over to the stove I go. Alright, so now that I am at the stove right here, I just have my jar sitting in my pot, and I usually let it get to a simmer, turn the stove off, and let it cool for about 3 hours before removing it from the water. Once my oil has cooled down, like I said, I usually let it sit about 3 to 4 hours or so. Now it is time to strain it, and I just use a cheesecloth, as you can see me doing right here. I'm putting this at the top, and I'm going to reposition you guys so that you can get a better view. So right here, I'm pretty much just taking the lid off, and I'm going to just dump this right on in here. That way, whatever, powder and stuff is still in there, it's going to be at the bottom, and not so much it's going to be like in my finished product, because you don't want all that powder floating around in your finished product. Alright, so right here I'm done straining it, and I'm pretty much just putting the lid on. And once I wipe off my lid, I always be sure to date. I put today's date on there, so that way I put what it is in today's date, especially if you have a lot of oil infusions. Even if you don't have a lot of oil infusions, I just put the date on there. Okay, so right here I am now measuring out this oil infusion that I just made, and I decided to go with 100%, replace the olive oil 100%. So, and I'm going to show you guys also at the very end when I replace just 30% with an infusion. So be sure to stick around to the end, or you can skip through to the end, but I will show you guys the 2 different colors when you do 100% and 30%. So now that I have my olive oil taken care of, my oil infusion, this right here is just me weighing out the remainder of my oils, and we're gonna get ready to melt everything down, and I will see you guys once that is all complete. Alright guys, so now that everything has been cooled down, our sodium hydroxide and water, our oils have cooled, everything is cooled down, it is time to pour in the remainder of the recipe, which is the olive oil infused rhubarb root powder. So that's what I'm doing right now, just making sure I scrape the bowl clean, because again, this right here is part of my recipe, so I need every drop. Alright, so once I poured the remainder of my recipe in there, I pretty much give it a quick little blend before I add in the water lye solution. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just pouring that in there, and we're gonna blend everything together. And y'all just look at the color. It looks kind of like I don't know, at one point it was given like a blush color, and then it turned to more of like a reddish pink color, and like right here, as you can see right here. And I'm just adding in my essential oil, And but yeah, I mean, I love the color. This color is so pretty. So right here, I'm pretty much just making sure that I have my essential oils. I'll blend it up in there before I get ready to pour this into my mold. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, but I don't wanna jinx it, baby. Let's not get ahead of my time. Oh, but I don't wanna miss you, baby. So I stand up and speak just my mind. Oh. Okay, so now that I have my batch poured into my mold, all I'm doing right here was just tapping it on the table so that way I can get out whatever air bubbles that may be in there. And I went back and forth for a while deciding on whether or not I should texture the top. And ultimately, as you can see, I decided to go ahead and texture the top. And y'all, I am definitely like loving this color. I've made this soap a couple times before. My daughter actually likes this, and I sometimes I just make her like her own little loaf or whatever. But anyway, but yeah, she loves this color. But yeah, so I'm very pleased with it. And like I said, I will show you guys the other soap that I did. Again, this right here, the one that I'm doing right now, was 100% olive oil replacement, and the other soap that I'm going to show you at the end was like 30% olive oil replacement. So, and right here in the video, I'm pretty much just giving you guys like a close-up of what it looks like. The color is, it's giving like a blush, like a rose red type color. But like I said, it's a very gorgeous color, very pretty. All right, you guys, so it is the next day and it is time to see what we got. And as you can see at the top, I did get like a little small crack in there, but I'm not sweating that at all. It is what it is. I did a water discount with this, and I think I know I was not at room temperature when I started blending. So I was like above room temperature. I wasn't in no, like, I know I was not at like 110 degrees. I do know that. But anyway, yeah, so I know why I got my crack in the top. But all right, so back to the soap. As you can see, it is absolutely gorgeous. You got the two different colors in there, and of course, you know, over time, that color that's on the top will eventually, the whole soap will eventually be that color, of course, the longer it sits. And right here, I'm just picking off the edges. I should not have done that, but it is what it is. Like I said, this soap right here, my daughter, she'll probably get this whole loaf because she loves this color and she loves the scent that I used in here, the essential oil. So I'll probably just give her like this whole loaf. But yeah, so right here I'm pretty much just putting it into my cutter. And y'all, I'm gonna get me another cutter one day, just not today. This right here is working just fine for me, so I'm just gonna roll with this. Oh, and before I cut this real quick, can y'all see like where my soap I have a partial gel on this soap. I'm not worried about that. It still looks perfectly fine. It's still gonna lather up the same way, you know, have our skin feeling nice the same way. So I'm not a bit more worried about that at all. And right here we have our first cut. And as you can see, you guys, along the edge, so all of that will eventually like take over the whole entire soap. So like I said, you know, it's going to be a very pretty, well, it is a very pretty soap. And I'm pleased. I'm pleased with it. Truth is hard to swallow. I think I'll chew it. Right now that I have my bars all cut, I'm just wiping down my table, and I'm gonna get ready to stamp my soaps. So right here, this is what I'm doing. I am using my best friend because yeah, this stamp is, y'all, this right here is like my best friend. As a matter of fact, I need to get on Etsy and order me another one, another stamp. And there you have it, you guys. They are all stamped and ready to go on the curing rack. In this next clip, I'm going to show you guys the soap that I did with 30%. So this right here was with 30%. It's given like a French pink clay color, and here's the two side by side. Both of these are very pretty, but yeah, I love it. And that's pretty much it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely leave us a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys later. Bye.